Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
Hello, Peter.
Still got the moves.
Hold on just a minute here. Evan Filarca is making a positive Spider-Man No Way Home video and he has a haircut? Who am I? What timeline is this? Am I a variant? What's happening here? The world may never know. But anyways, guys, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to, yes, a shockingly positive of sorts video pertaining to Spider-Man No Way Home. I know. I'm shocked myself, and of course, just to recap, I would love nothing more to enjoy this movie, and clearly by the like to dislike ratio I see on my trailer reaction for the movie itself, I can tell a lot of you guys may not be fond of my overall perspective on MCU Spider-Man, but I am very curious to see the movie in full by the time it releases. I'm just skeptical as to how the movie might be executed due to the main director in charge being Jon Watts and the writing team being the same team behind Far From Home, as well as Homecoming, which Homecoming I liked. Far From Home I really didn't like, so this could go one of two ways for me with No Way Home. Either I might like it or heavily dislike it. I don't know if I'm going to love it though, but I'm still happy to keep an open mind and actually wait until the movie itself releases to fully find out for sure, and then of course review it by the time I see the movie in full. But we're not talking about the movie itself with the actual film, but instead we're talking about the trailer for the movie, which has actually gone on to break historic records as to how much it has been viewed in its first initial 24-hour reveal by the time it actually released on August 23rd. So to read off of this article from BoxOfficePro.com, it does go on to state, Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer breaks 24-hour global view count record. And as this news was announced back on August 25th by Sony Pictures themselves, the first Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer broke the 24-hour all-time record for most global views. The trailer racked up 355.5 million views, far outpacing previous record holder Avengers Endgame, which boasted 289 million views for its inaugural trailer over its first 24 hours. Global views for the Spider-Man No Way Home teaser more than doubled those of the second trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, which boasted 135 million views worldwide in its first 24 hours. Additionally, the No Way Home trailer generated the largest 24-hour social media conversation volume ever with 4.5 million mentions. Of those mentions, 2.91 million were generated domestically, ahead of Avengers Endgame's 1.94 million mentions. In fact, No Way Home surpassed Endgame's 24-hour domestic total in just 12 hours, during which time the Spider-Man sequel racked up 1.96 million mentions. And alongside of all of this, the second Far From Home trailer generated 1.5 million mentions domestically in its first 24 hours. Because even though I'm sure there are people out there who are excited to see more of Tom Holland's Spider-Man in action, I think we can all agree that one of the main reasons as to why this trailer was viewed so much is obviously due to the fact that this movie is tampering with the multiverse. We obviously see Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus in the trailer, and we hear Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin with the pumpkin bomb from the Raimi movies, hinting that he's going to be in the movie as well. We also have confirmation that Jamie Foxx's Electro is in the movie, and of course that likely means that we're inevitably going to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield return as Spider-Man, with Tom Holland as three major live-action Spideys on screen in this film, and that is one of the massive reasons why I do believe the hype is at an all-time high for this movie, because of how much nostalgia is banking to try and sell people and get their seats in theaters to watch the movie by the time it releases on December 17th. Not to mention that due to how much traction this movie seems to be getting, I do think that it is a safe bet at this point that the movie may end up making over $1 billion in terms of revenue at the box office, kind of similar to how we saw Far From Home was the first official live-action Spider-Man movie to crack the over $1 billion mark. However, I do think that had to relate to a massive factor, given that that was the main MCU film to occur directly after Avengers Endgame. And a little after the time that movie released, it was the highest grossing film ever made. So I do analyze all of these statistics for the No Way Home trailer to pretty much iterate, regardless as to how the movie is going to actually turn out, whether that be good, fine, or just flat out terrible. We don't know until we actually see it. But regardless, the movie is absolutely going to be a total financial success for Marvel Studios and, of course, Sony Pictures. Again, Far From Home was like the first major Spider-Man movie to actually crack the $1 billion mark. But now that we have Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, all these other Raimi villains pretty much in the movie, maybe with teases of Sandman, and Jamie Foxx's Electro, and of course likely seeing Tobey and Andrew return on screen is definitely going to hype up a lot of people. Even if the movie doesn't make sense at all from a narrative perspective, given that all those movie villains died pretty much, minus Sandman in the third Spider-Man Raimi movie, if the movie's just fun, action, and you just see all these three Spideys on screen finally for the first time, I think that is definitely going to hype up a lot of people in more ways than one, and just kind of provide that fan service that I think a lot of people might be craving for. However, I'm looking at this from a critical, analytical perspective, and if the movie doesn't make narrative sense, I'm personally not going to be too interested in it. However, I would be flat out lying if I were to say that I'm not slightly excited to see Tobey and Andrew return on screen with Tom all at the same time, as that is a very appealing concept. I just hope that the overall plot of the movie is thoroughly executed in a way that does justice to all these respective characters, Tom's main plot, and just makes sense within the total realm of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But with all that said, everyone, that is the slight video I have for you today about the No Way Home trailer, breaking all sorts of records for overall fan reception and just how much it's been watched. And the conversation surrounding the movie on social media is insane. This is easily, right now, on Twitter mainly, this is the most talked about trailer of a movie that I think I've ever seen be revealed. And the overall, fan base getting hyped about it cohesively, even though they are kind of sharing some same skepticisms and debating, of course, who's the best Spider-Man. The conversation of the movie itself is there, and that engagement is definitely getting a lot more people invested to see exactly how No Way Home will turn out by the time December rolls around. Again, fingers crossed, but I'm still going to keep my expectations at a minimal level, but I am hoping for the best. But until next time, true believers, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and let me know if you want to see more Spider-Man No Way Home videos like this. I'd be more than happy to do so. But again, until next time, stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and peace out.